May the 6 hostages and all the fallen hostages and all the fallen soldiers, all the fallen innocent people, and all the souls for that matter in the world have a wondrous elevation and refinement. We are taught that humanity is one soul, and there's different soul tribes and soul groups. So a lot of my message today is to my soul tribe, the Jewish people. It's been taking me some time to process what's recently happened with our 6 brothers and sisters. And I think I'm still processing it, to say the least. And I want to share some insights. First of all, for the record, I'm an Israeli citizen. I live here in Israel. I fully support my Jewish brothers and sisters making Aliyah and living here in the Holy Land. And I do believe that is the Creator's will for us. I support my brothers and sisters literally defending my life, my family's life, and the other millions of brothers and sisters I have here, not just Jewish, but also Muslims and Christians who live peacefully here in Israel. I support my brothers and sisters in the IDF who are defending us. And I believe that this war has to be carried out until its end. Because without a shadow of a doubt, what we are fighting and who we are fighting is evil. Period. The bitter point, though, is that as within, so without, as above, so below, everything starts within. You don't hear me advocating or speaking about Israel a lot in my content, on my platform. There's a reason for that. I think there's a lot of the external advocacy out there, and I think people are doing a great job, and I think there's a place for it. I think there's a value to it. I live for the inner advocacy, for us to do the inner work. This is my life's mission. Spread the message of the light, of the Torah, Chassidus, and Kabbalah, for people to transform like I did, like my students, like my clients, to see that tangibly. I know that this is the ultimate wisdom that allows people to make the shifts necessary to free their inner hostages. We have hostages within our soul, the nekudot tovot, the good points within us. And they are stuck within the husks, the shells, the klipot. By doing the inner work, by doing our trauma therapy, by getting help, by doing Torah and mitzvot, we raise the holy sparks from their prison. So too, when we do that inner work, we send the energy of freedom and redemption into the world. By freeing our internal sparks, we literally send an energy into the world to free literal hostages and metaphoric hostages, because there's so much of humanity that is enslaved to the matrix, embodying a life that someone wrote for them, some powers that be, as opposed to serving the one and only Creator. So I truly believe, just for reference, that the content that I bring is the ultimate advocacy for Israel. Israel, according to Kabbalah, the Bala Sulam in particular, is 2 words, Yashar El, straight to God, meaning alignment with the Creator in thought, speech, and action. It's the fully expressed altruistic consciousness that we're capable of. When I share this content, I have an intention to either explicitly share the tools and the mindsets that allow us to do that, or share interesting, cool, and inspiring lessons that will hopefully invite you to dig deeper in order to then do the inner work. By freeing the point of Israel from the klipot, from the husks, so too again, we send the energy of freedom and peace into the world. So I support my brothers and sisters who are advocates. And I'm here to what seems to me to be an incredible lacking in the world, that we need a greater inner advocacy. Both are necessary. In my personal opinion, based on what I've learned from my teachers, that more important is the inner work, because it all starts from within. If we were doing the inner war, the battle against our ego, our baseless hatred we have amongst our own brothers and sisters, that we're seeing today, right here, right now, left, right, up, down, all around, that is the energy that causes us to shatter again and again and again. It empowers the evil forces. It empowers the others who want to bring us down. Speaking to my Jewish brothers and sisters, we're supposed to be a light unto the nations. And that is also translated in the inner work. The nations are aspects within our own consciousness, aspects of our ego that we need to shine the light upon. Shine the light of Israel upon them, the light of Yashar El, the light of alignment with the Creator, and being in service. If we did the inner work and were victorious in the inner war, there would be no need for any external wars, period. And this is true not just for the Jewish people, obviously. This is for all of humanity. Every human being has a divine soul that's rooted in the infinite itself. All of us are a part of one system, period. So I wish an elevation for the soul of our 6 brothers and sisters, and for all the other hostages and the soldiers, and really for all of the soul of humanity to elevate. The solution against baseless hatred is baseless love, unconditional love. But we have to actually do the inner work to unlock that, to express that. We are unconditionally valuable, perfectly good and eternal, and we're supposed to live a life from the purpose and the mission of having that essence identity embodied and living with joy. That itself raises the sparks from their imprisonment. So I empower us. The souls of the fallen surely want us to continue in being strengthened. They want us to find the joy even in the dark. They want us to find the purpose and the meaning in the suffering. But it's up to us. In this most auspicious time, today's Rosh Chodesh Elul, we have this next month where the king is in the field, so to speak. The Creator's light and helping hand is here more than ever before. And it's really so easy and so close to us to just call out and say, help. Help us be more loving. Help us be more giving. Help us be more understanding. Help mend the wounds and turn them to strengths and powers. I remind us that according to the effort is the reward. And it's a hard job, but we're here to do it. And without it, we'll still reach the redemption. We'll still reach peace and love for all of humanity. But it'll come through judgments, pain, and suffering, God forbid. But we can choose. We have the free will to go in the way of mercy and compassion and love. What will you choose today? How will you free your inner hostages? How will you love and care for your brothers, your sisters, and your neighbors? It's up to us, each and every one of us, and as a collective. I wish you all the best. Chodesh Tov.